Irresistible invasion. 3 alien soldiers claimed the general. The breach. The Crimson Alert bathed Commander Myra Chen's face in hellish light as the Zelfrey fleet materialized beyond Neptune's orbit. 5 years of military training had prepared her for invasion, but nothing could prepare her for them. Shields at maximum. Weapons hot, Myra commanded, her voice steady despite her racing heart. The observation deck's panoramic windows showed sleek vessels that seemed to breathe with bioluminescent patterns, beautiful and terrifying. Then they simply appeared on her deck. 3 figures materialized from shimmering light, warriors unlike anything in Earth's databases. The tallest moved with liquid grace, his form covered in interlocking scales that shifted from deep violet to midnight blue. His eyes, twin stars of amber, fixed on Myra with unsettling intensity. "I am Zeth," his voice resonated through her mind and ears simultaneously. "We come not as conquerors." Myra raised her plasma pistol. "You breach my station and expect diplomacy." The second warrior stepped forward, smaller but radiating warmth that contradicted his alien features. Patterns of light danced beneath translucent skin, pulsing like a visible heartbeat. "I am Coven. We feel your fear, Commander, but also your strength. Your loneliness." "Stay out of my head," Myra hissed, but something in his copper eyes made her hesitate. The third warrior, Raxon, towered behind them, pure power contained in muscular form marked with ritual scars. His voice rumbled like distant thunder. "We seek the ancient rite of bonding. You are compatible." Compatible. Myra's finger tightened on the trigger, but invisible energy gently removed the weapon from her grasp. "Zeth's doing. Our worlds face extinction," Zeth continued, moving closer. "The ritual requires 4, 3 of our kind, 1 of yours. A union of souls, minds, and—" His gaze traveled her form, bodies. Heat bloomed in Myra's chest, unfamiliar and unwelcome. "You're insane." Coven's hand extended, not touching but hovering near hers. "Let us show you truth." When their skin connected, Myra's world exploded into color. The awakening. Visions flooded Myra's consciousness, crystalline cities crumbling, children with luminescent eyes reaching toward dying suns, entire civilizations fading into cosmic dust. Coven's memories became hers, and she gasped at the weight of centuries of loss. "Stop," she whispered, but couldn't pull away. The empathic connection showed her something else. 3 warriors bound by unbreakable loyalty, incomplete despite their strength. A void in their triad that resonated with the emptiness she'd hidden beneath duty and rank. Zeth's telepathic voice surrounded her like warm water. "We are not whole. Neither are you, Commander. Feel what we feel." The connection shifted. Suddenly she experienced Zeth's calculated loneliness, brilliant strategies that couldn't solve the puzzle of his own isolation. Raxon's fierce protectiveness masked desperate fear of failing those he loved. And Coven, his empathy had become a prison, feeling everyone's pain but his own joy. When Coven released her hand, Myra staggered backward, her chest heaving. "This is manipulation." "Truth," Raxon corrected, circling her with predatory grace. "You command armies but return to empty quarters. You've armored your heart so completely, you've forgotten what warmth feels like." "I don't need." "Prove it." Raxon's challenge hung in the air. "Face me in combat trial. If you feel nothing, we leave. But if the bond calls." His smile was dangerous and intoxicating. "You'll know." Pride overrode caution. Myra nodded. The sparring ring materialized from Zelfrey technology. They circled each other, and when Raxon struck, Myra met him with equal force. His strength was immense, but she was quick, trained, relentless. Each block, each counter, built a rhythm between them. Sweat glistened on both their bodies. His hand caught her wrist, pulling her close. "You feel it," he murmured against her ear. "The fire." She did. Every point of contact burned with possibility. When she finally yielded, pinned beneath him, it wasn't defeat, it was revelation. "Show me more," Myra breathed. Zeth's approving smile promised everything. The surrender. The observation lounge transformed into something between dream and reality. Zelthree technology responded to intention, and right now, for souls intended intimacy. Szeth approached first, his tactical mind already anticipating her questions. The bonding occurs in stages. First, trust. His scaled fingers traced her jawline with unexpected gentleness. Then, unity. "I've never trusted easily," Myra admitted, but didn't pull away. "We know." Coven appeared at her other side, his bioluminescent patterns brightening. "We feel your walls, built stone by stone from every disappointment. Let us be the ones who stay." Their presence surrounded her, Szeth's intellectual intensity, Coven's emotional depth, Raxon's protective strength. No longer overwhelming, but complementary. Like finding missing pieces she hadn't known were lost. Szeth's kiss was strategic, calculated to unravel her defenses. His lips moved with precision, learning what made her sigh, what made her arch toward him. When he pulled back, his amber eyes gleamed with satisfaction. Coven's approach was different. Tender exploration, hands that mapped her body like sacred geography. "Beautiful," he whispered, and through their growing connection, she felt his genuine awe. Inside and out. Raxon waited, patient despite the hunger in his gaze. When she reached for him, he lifted her easily, carrying her to the nest of cushions the room had generated. "Say yes," he demanded. "Not from duty. From desire." "Yes," Myra breathed, and meant it completely. What followed was symphony, 3 warriors learning her rhythm, her needs, her secret longings. Szeth orchestrated their movements with tactical brilliance. Coven sensed every spike of pleasure, amplifying it through their bond. Raxon's passion matched her own, fierce and unrestrained. Hours dissolved. Barriers crumbled. When dawn simulation bathed them in golden light, Myra lay entwined with her warriors, feeling truly seen for the first time. "The bond is forming," Szeth observed, fingers tracing patterns on her shoulder. "I feel you all," Myra marveled. "Your thoughts, emotions. And we feel yours." Coven's smile radiated contentment. No more loneliness. But outside their sanctuary, Earth's military had made a devastating discovery. The betrayal. The emergency transmission shattered their peace like fractured glass. Admiral Cross's face filled the viewport, fury etched in every line. "Commander Chen, you are hereby charged with treason. Surrender the hostiles immediately." Myra stood, wrapped in adaptive fabric the ship had provided. "They're not hostiles. Admiral, if you'd listen." "We've listened enough." Behind Cross, the battle fleet assembled, Earth's full military might. "You have 1 hour to return to custody, or we open fire on both your station and the Zelthree vessels." The transmission cut. Silence pressed down like physical weight. "They'll destroy everything," Myra whispered. Through the bond, she felt her warrior's resolve solidifying. Szeth was already at the tactical display, fingers dancing across holographic controls. "Their formation has weaknesses. Here, and here." He glanced at Myra. "But we need you. Your knowledge of Earth's systems. You're asking me to fight my own people." "We're asking you to save them," Coven corrected gently. "The real enemy isn't us. It's fear. Ignorance." Raxon gripped her shoulders. "Choose, Myra. Not between us and them, between fear and possibility." The bond pulsed with their certainty, their trust in her judgment. And deeper still, she felt something else, their willingness to die protecting Earth, even from itself. "Admiral Cross has wanted war for years," Myra said slowly. "He needs an enemy to justify his power." She met Szeth's eyes. "If we disable the fleet without casualties, prove the Zelthree mean no harm." "A demonstration of unity," Szeth approved. "Tactical brilliance, Commander." They moved as one organism. Szeth coordinated strategy while Myra accessed Earth's defense protocols. Coven maintained their telepathic network, keeping all 4 minds synchronized. Raxon prepared their ship's defensive systems, formidable but calibrated for protection, not destruction. The Earth fleet struck first. Missiles screamed through space, but the quartet anticipated every trajectory. Their combined consciousness processed information faster than any computer, for perspectives merging into perfect awareness. "Now," Myra commanded, and felt her warriors respond instantly. Zelthri technology webbed across the fleet, disrupting weapons without harming crews. Simultaneously, Myra broadcast on all frequencies, "Stand down. We are not your enemy." But Cross launched his final gambit, a quantum torpedo aimed directly at the Zelthri homeworld coordinates. "No!" 4 voices shouted as one. The Union. Time fractured. The bond between them exploded into something transcendent, not just connection, but fusion. Myra felt Zeth's brilliant mind calculating trajectories, Kovan's empathy reaching across light years to warn the Zelthri homeworld, Raxon's raw power channeling through their shared consciousness. Together, they became something new. Energy erupted from their joined hands, a wave of pure intention that caught the torpedo mid-flight and unraveled it atom by atom. The display of power froze both fleets in stunned silence. "This is what unity creates," Myra broadcast, her voice amplified by Zelthri technology. "Not weapons. Not destruction. Protection. Evolution." Across the communication channels, she heard murmurs of confusion, then wonder. Junior officers questioned orders. Scientists demanded to study the phenomenon. Civilians watching from Earth began flooding networks with messages of support. Admiral Cross's authority crumbled in minutes. 3 months later, Myra stood atop the Zelthri ceremonial spire, crystalline towers spiraling into alien skies. Zeth, Kovan, and Raxon surrounded her, their hands joined with hers in the ancient bonding ritual. The Zelthri elder spoke in harmonics that needed no translation. For souls, one heart. For minds, one purpose. For bodies, one eternal flame. Light erupted from their joined circle, visible from orbit, a beacon of what different worlds could achieve together. Through the bond, Myra felt everything: Zeth's pride in their tactical partnership, Kovan's joy at their emotional intimacy, Raxon's fierce devotion to their shared future. And her own transformation, from isolated commander to beloved partner, from warrior to bridge between civilizations. Earth and Zelthra signed their alliance that day. But the true victory was smaller, more profound, for hearts that had found completion in each other. "I love you," Myra whispered to each of them. "All of you." "And we love you," they answered as one. "Forever." Lessons learned. True strength comes not from walls we build, but from bridges we dare to cross. Love requires the courage to be vulnerable, even when fear demands armor. Unity between different worlds begins with unity between open hearts. The greatest victories are won not through force, but through trust and understanding.